medical examination, medical tests with a physician, and may nakapapong maliit na bukol on my right breast. Right there and then, I was advised to undergo breast ultrasound and breast mammogram. I know for a fact that I really have to go through biopsy to confirm if it's really cancer or not. Fast forward, after 2 weeks, I received the official result, and it is confirmed that it is breast cancer. The type of breast cancer that I have is invasive ductal carcinoma, which is a common type of breast cancer. I told myself when the diagnosis was declared or sinabi sa akin, I was with my mother-in-law that time. I can see my mother-in-law na umiiyak siya. And ako, I also burst into tears kasi naisip ko yung anak ko first because I have a 4-year-old son who is diagnosed with a complex illness also. Second is money. Where are we gonna get the funds for my cancer treatments? I can no longer afford it kasi nga magastos na rin yung case ng baby ko. Money-wise, we do not have that because based on my conversations with my private oncologists, monthly sessions, which is every 21 days of chemotherapy, it will cost me around 80 to 85,000. Where will I get that? So I was really determined to look for free cancer treatments because again, I know for a fact that there's a package somewhere out there for breast cancer. I went to 2 hospital institutions here in Metro Manila, but hindi po na-accept yung application ko for free cancer treatment. But then, along the way, the Lord lead me to this government hospital institution in Manila, and I was accepted there. So, since May up to this point, I am currently receiving my cancer treatments there at 0 cost. Wala po akong binabayaran doon. Yung requirements lang naman actually na hiningi sa akin to avail breast cancer treatments for free is a referral letter from my existing physician na I will avail and continue the treatments in this medical facility. And then all you have to do is bring all of the medical documents with you. Example, yung breast biopsy result, yung CT scanner MRI results, yung breast ultrasound and breast mammogram results. And heads up, since it's a medical facility, kailangan natin magbaon ng maraming pasensya. I had experienced fatigue, ang bilis ko mapagod. Shortness of breath whenever there's physical exertion, ang bilis kong hingalin din. And I've gained weight, like 5 to 8 kilos. I asked my onco-surgeon, sabi ko, Doc, bakit ako nagigain ng weight when supposed to be, yung ine-expect ko is to lose weight? Sabi niya, magpasalamat ka nga na nagigain weight ka. Because kung drastic yung weight loss mo, it means that your cancer is aggressive and it's really active. But what hurt me the most is yung hair loss. Every time I look in the mirror, parang hindi ko na nakikilala yung sarili ko na, is it still the same Nicole? Kasi, iba eh. If we're gonna compare the pictures of me before and now, it's totally different. So, it came to a point na yung confidence level ko dropped at its lowest. I'm already a registered nurse by profession. And yet, hindi ko alam yung other things, other needed information about oncology, about cancer. So, what more yung ibang tao na wala sila sa medical field, diba? They don't know what's the next step or the idea on what are they gonna do, on what to expect as well. So, That's why I created a TikTok account. And I've been actively posting my cancer journey there.